Good morning everyone, here we are on Friday the 14th of August and I'm just about to start my daily stitching today, so let's see what happens. There isn't a plan today, but what I have done is when I was stitching this one, which was 6 days ago, I had a bit of thread left, so I've just brought it up into what is going to be today's. So this is Silk Pearl 12, it's the same as what I used there, and I haven't got very much of it, so what I'm going to do, I think, is just a couple of maybe 2 little stitches, and we'll see how many of these we can get, because I think probably what I'm going to do is use a different colour around it, but let's see. So all I'm doing is a couple of stitches with a bit of space between, and 14th of August, I mean tomorrow we'll be nearly halfway through August. I really do not know where the time goes. I say this every time, don't I? You know, stitching time down like this, it doesn't make it pass any slower. In fact, I think it makes it worse. Because you become aware of it. You know, if you're not sort of thinking about it, it's easy for time to get away from you. Right. So I think we might just do maybe another one down here. And we might get another one out of it. Let's do another one right down there. Oh, we might get another one. This is exciting, isn't it? I mean, this is what passes for excitement in my little life. Can I get another stitch out of my end of thread? That's enough excitement for me, I can tell you that. Right, that's the last one. So I'm going to fasten that thread off on the back, and then I'm going to put something else around it. Probably green, I think, today. But let's see. Okay, so I've chosen this. It's another Silk Pearl 12. It's kind of greens and browns, which I think is quite nice for this sort of in-between part of the year. It's not, I mean, a lot of people say this is still summer. I think it's early autumn, but you know, this sort of summer-autumn crossover. And I'm thinking I might just, it's just too tempting just to go underneath those stitches, so I think I might just do that. A little bit of a tangly loop there. Oh, do you know, I hate these things. You just get that little silly little loop. Sometimes if you put your needle through it and pull, it'll pull itself out. It's not exactly a knot. It behaves like one. So I'm going to take that down there, and I can see a little bit there that I could thread. And these stitches are close enough together that I don't need to catch it down in between. I've accidentally gone through some of that silk boucle there. More fingers than thumbs this morning, aren't I? Actually, I don't think it matters. It's the heat. Right, okay, so now I'm going to come back down through this one, I think. And that is too long a float, so I am going to couch that down. Well, I'm just going to catch it down. And again, I'm using Silk Pearl 12. It's my favourite thread. but you know, DMC would be fine, or whatever thread you've got really, any embroidery thread really. Right, so what we're going to do now, randomly brought it up there. I think we might just head for that one. And I think we might head up there. Maybe into there. And again, I'm just going to catch that down because that's too long a float. So if I'm going all the way over there, I might as well just stop off on these on the way. And there is a link in the, I always put a link in the text underneath these videos to, you know, for where to find the PDF templates and my hand-dyed threads as well. Threads, unfortunately, UK postage only at the moment, I'm afraid. I will resume international shipping at some point, but at the moment it's just too much extra work. And normally I don't mind extra work, but at the moment, with my circumstances, it's just too much. So sorry if you're not in the UK and you're waiting for thread. Be patient. I'm not sure that I will ever be able to resume to the US with tariffs being the way they are, but we'll see. There's a hair there. So again, I'm just threading my way through all of these things, and it's, you know, you can see it's making a fairly random pattern, and it probably, if I designed it, I wouldn't have come up with this. So you know, this is what I like about stitching intuitively, is that it's a voyage of discovery, and you end up accidentally discovering all kinds of things. You know, patterns and designs that you wouldn't have thought of. Right, I'm doing that way you can't see it, but only because it's awkward. Okay, let's have a look, see where we are now. So I think at the moment we need something coming down here probably, and I'm probably just going to do that in running stitch. Turn this again so I can see it better. I know some of you don't like me turning it live. It doesn't last very long. So I'm just kind of echoing this line a little bit. And I'm already thinking about next year's template. Because next year really isn't that far away. I'm going to take that down, turn it the right way up and look at it again, and we'll see what else it needs. Okay, I've just got another needleful of this same thread, the green and brown, and I'm just going to do another line, I think, just sort of meandering that way. So yes, I'm already thinking about next year, and I'm thinking, do you know, I've often wanted to do circles, you know, like a circle every day. It's kind of a bit like, I mean, I would see it as kind of spots of time. I don't know if you anybody out there is familiar with Wordsworth, but yeah, this concept of spots of time that's kind of encapsulated a moment. And I think that would be, of course he did it in words, but I think, you know, that's pretty perfect for daily stitching, for observing the passage of time and for capturing a few moments of each day. So I'm thinking circles so far. I don't know how I'm going to do that, but I say that every year. Every year I say, you know, I don't know how I'm going to do this, and every year I seem to be able to. So, you know, just got to trust myself and trust the process, really. But anyway, circles, what do you think? I'm still thinking about it. I don't know if circles every day might be a bit limiting. You know, are you going to run out of ways to fill a circle? But then, you know, do you ever run out of ways to fill a rectangle? And why would it be any different? So, you know, I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced that that's a valid argument. And I think I might just forge ahead. But let me know if there's anything you'd like to see in a daily stitching grid. Feel free to suggest. And I am now just stitching without really thinking about it. And I think sometimes that's the best way. Sometimes we overthink these things. So I think maybe just one more line. Maybe. I think maybe this one, maybe something like that. Can't get much easier than running stitch, can you? Okay, maybe just one more. Got a bit of thread left, haven't I? Maybe one more up, just up here. So all I'm doing is laying down a line, having a look at it, and adding another line. And I think that last one might go through there again. Maybe down to there. And there we are. I think I'm going to call that done. It's simple, but it's enough. So that's Friday. So Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'll be back somewhere around here, probably, with another video. In the meantime, have a lovely weekend. Enjoy your stitching today. Thank you as always for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.